Hey, good afternoon. Well, I should say, yeah, it's afternoon. Um, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hope and pray that some of you guys are not having to work today. If you are, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Um, I did a social experiment yesterday. Um, and some of you guys commented on it, some of you did not. But I'm going over that post just for reference here. I posted something that if you repost, or paste and repost on your wall, I'll send you a private message telling you something about you. There were several people that actually done it. What these are is they are social experiments done by Facebook. Okay, they want to see. And of course, everybody knows that Facebook watches everybody's stuff. They watch everything. So when they put out these social experiments like type amen and reshare if you love Jesus or something like that, these are social experiments. If you've done any study and some research on social experiments, um, they they're doing it for a reason. Excuse me for pausing here. Mr. Shannon, Todd, Bruce, everybody that's come in on this video. Hello. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Anyway, back to the social experiment. These are being done for a reason. They're just not out there to just make people do something. They're doing it for who is going to follow what. Um, it's been a social experiment for quite a while that the government's actually been doing these things to us. Yes, I already have on that part. Um, but they do these experiments to see who's going to follow what. So when they throw down certain things that's going to be going on, like let's use the gun confiscation deal. There's a lot of people that are going to stand up for the gun rights, but there's going to be a lot of people that is going to follow it. Um, of course, I'm not saying it's ever going to happen, but there's always that possibility that it will happen. Um, People do that. They've done a social experiments where been a beep, and it started off with one person. Every time there was a beep, people would stand up, and there were people that would come in and sit down, and they would see all these people standing up every time it beeped, so they fell into the line with them. Um, and that's the way modern society is. If you hear, or if, say, prime example is taxes, okay? Paying taxes, having a driver's license, having insurance, having your vehicle registered, paying property taxes. All these things, they fall into the social programming that has been done to us over the years. We all fall into line. People do not research this stuff, and they don't realize what they've gotten themselves into. They're basically being led around like cattle or sheep by a government that pushes fear. Um, so if you don't do this, you're going to go to jail, or we're going to arrest you if you don't have a driver's license. We're going to impound your vehicle. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. There's not a lot of people out there that will actually stand up against these social experiments or social. Yes, definitely. Um, that's going to stand up to this stuff. So, of course, what a lot of people do is they follow along to it. Well, I'm going to be a good little servant, or I'm going to be a good little slave to the state or the government and do what they tell me. If they tell me to stand on my head, I'm going to stand on my head. That is just how these how these things go. if you don't fall into line with these social media experiments that they're doing and everything like that, it's just you're making a stand for yourself. I'm not going to be taking part of that. Um, of course, me and Shannon was talking earlier about how I'm a bad company to be around because I don't follow along with these things that the government tells us to do or we have to do. Um, so that was what that was for. If you see anything like that on my or on my page, just know that I am doing my own experiment to see how many people's actually going to follow along with it and who is and who's not. Um, I'm going to start making changes to my Facebook page. Those that fall for these social experiments, I'm going to be deleting them because I don't need people like that on my, or I don't want people like that. I want people that's going to be brave enough to stand up for themselves and stand up for their rights and what they believe in, not play some social media experiment. That's not who I want people to be. I don't want those type of people to be around me, basically. And it's not nothing bad. Um, it's just, I'm trying to weed out the followers, I guess. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta run into town. I've got some things I gotta do. Hopefully, I don't get pulled over on the way. The cops are out bad today. Um, yes, they are. Very much so. I believe that 100%. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I hope you guys have a remainder of your Memorial Day weekend. Remember your veterans, for those that um, that give honor to the people that's died for this country. Anyway, peace, God bless, and have a wonderful day.